Hi everybody, it's Doreen, and I'm back today with card number 2 of my Father's Day cards. Now I'm only making a couple this year, so there's no Father's Day series of cards like I've done in the past. I'm just don't have the time. So the card that we'll be making today, I promise you, is a quick, simple, easy, and fast card. Yes, we are using the silhouette, and we are using a silhouette file, but as I said, it's quick and easy, and you should have this one done in no time. So what does our card look like for today? This is the card that we will be making. So come on and join me, and I'm going to show you how I made this card. Okay everybody, so we're going to bring up the supplies and get started making our Father's Day card. So I'm only going to be doing a couple cards this year, so it's not going to be what I normally would call a series because I don't have that many to make. So we are using the silhouette, and I promise you this one's going to be a quick one and a fast one. So I'm going to put the item number for the card up here in the video somewhere, and I'll also put it down in the description bar. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead, it's already scored for you, and we're going to fold our card over, and this is a regular A2 size card, so if you don't want to cut the file out per se, the card portion of it, you just go ahead and cut your paper 8.5 by 5.5 to make it a 5.5 by 4. Make sure that's right. Yeah, oops, sorry about that. 5.5 by 4.25 inch card. And then the corners are rounded, so if you have a corner rounder, you can go ahead and round your corners. So I'm going to take my bone folder here and just make sure I crease this really good so it folds flat. So then I went ahead and used the print cut feature for my inside sentiment. Now you can you don't get the this piece right here. You'd have to cut this or use your rectangle tool and make a rectangle. So this piece measures 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches, and that's gonna go right in there. So I'm just gonna get my tape gun, and we'll get some tape on here, and then we'll add this to the inside of our card, and then we'll continue on with the rest of our pieces. And I did put a border around the card itself using my print and cut feature, so that's not ink that you see there on the border of the card, but you can go ahead and ink yours up if you want, or however you want to do it. So now let's continue on and add the rest of our pieces. So what I've done is, rather than using some of my cardstock, I've just gone ahead and used the print and cut to add my pieces that I'm going to put up here at the top. So these were some background images that I already had. Now they're not some that come with your silhouette software. These are some that I found somewhere on the internet. I don't know where because I've had them for a while. So they kind of go up here, and then down here is where you're going to put your ties. So I've kind of got one going here to match the top, and then don't forget you need to add your collar, which is basically the shirt collar, and it's going to go like that. So then you'd have your next one, and then you'd add your collar like so, and then you'd have your last one, and you'd add your collar for your last one, which would be like that. And then basically your card is done. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and start piecing this together and put it together, add just a few more embellishments, and I'll come back with the finished card and my envelope. I told you this was going to be a really quick one. Okay everybody, so I'm back with the finished card, And I decided to change this up a little bit. I really didn't like the pieces that looked like this, and I went ahead and did the print and cut with them. There were 3 of these, and I don't know what I did with the other 2, but I didn't understand what these were for. I don't know if this is supposed to be like the cuff on a shirt or what, but I didn't like them. So what I decided to do was I added another layer on my card. So I just went ahead and cut another piece of cardstock. And this, actually this is paper. So this is from a paper pack by Paper Studios, and it's called Stone Wash. And I really like this for using on mail cards. It has some really nice papers in here. And they kind of look like that. So I took one of those pieces and I cut it out. And I believe I ended up cutting it for, oh, there are my other pieces. I was wondering where they were. So these pieces right here, like I said, I didn't really like them at the top there. And that's how they are on the card if you get the card and look at it on the Silhouette website. So we're not using those. So anyway, I went ahead and I cut this 5 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then I just took my We Are Memory Keeper corner rounder and I used the 1/2 inch side and went ahead and rounded my corners down here at the bottom. And then I took and put some brads that look like buttons up here in the collar area, and then I put some brads down there on the tie, and then I stamped out Happy Father's Day with the Tim Holtz Distress ink, and I used the Chip Sapphire, and then I added a couple buttons. So just to make it a little different, because like I said, I didn't like the way those pieces looked on the card. And then for those of you who don't have a We Are Memory Keeper punch board, the 1, 2, 3 punch board, or the regular We Are Memory Keeper punch board, the envelope one, I decided to just take a pre-made envelope and then just stamped out Happy Father's Day. Once again, I used the Chip Sapphire. And this does fit in here, even though I've got this popped up on some foam tape. It's still able to fit inside the card. So that's it, everybody. This is the Father's Day card that I've made for my husband. Thanks for watching, everybody. And as I said, wasn't this a really quick and easy one? Bye.